If you're watching this video, you might be wondering, what is Election Day? What is the difference between the presidential elections and the midterm elections? Who can run for president? Before we can answer those questions, we first have to ask, what is democracy? Democracy is a system of government where representatives are voted into office by the people. In true democracies, citizens can take an active role in their government and hold them to account by voting them out. Democracy is linked to human rights and aims to ensure that everyone in a society is represented, regardless of skin color, religion, ability, or a wide range of other. Democracy should ensure that governments protect their people. Why do we vote? In the United States, citizens are able to influence our government by voting. Voting is an opportunity for your voice to be heard. It allows people an opportunity to choose who they feel will be the most responsible candidate to speak and represent their beliefs and values. There are two main political parties people vote for in the United States. Each party has one person representing their party in the presidential election. There can be third-party candidates, but these people typically do not get very many votes. Election Day. Election Day is filled with anticipation and enthusiasm as people wait at various polling or voting stations to cast their vote for the candidate they feel best represents them and their ideals. At voting locations, people are given a list of candidates to choose from, which is called a ballot. A ballot could be a paper and pencil ballot or an electronic ballot. The difference between presidential elections and midterm elections. We elect the president for our country every 4 years. The President of the United States has great power and responsibility. American citizens want a president who will use this power to make their lives and the USA better. In between the presidential elections, we also have midterm elections. The midterm elections elect members to our United States Congress. Presidential elections. In order for a person to run for president, they must meet all of these qualifications. A natural-born citizen of the United States. A resident of the United States for at least 14 years. At least 35 years old. After you cast your vote, after Election Day, there is another election. This is done by the Electoral College. The Electoral College gets the final say on who will be the president. A candidate needs at least 270 votes to win the election. Midterm elections. The midterm elections are direct elections. That means that the votes citizens place go directly toward electing a candidate. This is different than the presidential elections, which are indirect. In an indirect election, votes from citizens contribute to electoral votes. Overall, the midterm elections are important for our country because they give citizens a chance to directly participate in government through voting. Quick quiz. If the last United States presidential election took place in 2020, when is the next presidential election? The last United States presidential election took place in 2020. The next presidential election will take place in 2024. When are midterm elections? For more resources related to the voting process, head to twinkl.com.